Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kadash. Forgive me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth and will. Warbarakatham unto the elect, beginning with the 144,000 on down to the sincere men, women, and children that do believe. This is Brother Gabar from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, coming back with another lesson. And this is going to be going into how the Lord Yahweh is accepting the ones with humility back. All right, that's who the Lord is looking for, the ones that are contrite and the ones that are humble. Okay, because right now on planet Earth, we have a lot of prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, and we know that we're that much closer to the end, to ultimately our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah coming back. So you want to find yourself in the good grace of Yahweh. All right, when he sends his son Yahweh Shah, because after that, that's it. You know, you don't want to know it after death by pain. You know, you don't want to figure out the hard way. So, we're all looking to get in the grace of Yahweh Bashim Shah by doing what's commanded of us, multiplying our talents, all right, fearing the Lord, all right, storing up faith as a treasure in these last days. All right, so in saying that, having humility is a big part in being accepted back in the eyes of the Lord. All right, because we're not making those sacrifices, as in going and grabbing a bullock or some turtle doves and a lamb and going up to the high priest. No, all right, our high priest is in the heavens, Yahweh Shai. All right, and the spiritual sacrifices is what the Lord is looking for. All right, now I want to start this with Luke chapter 15 and verse 11. It says, "And he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him." Right, so it was a famine in that land. He blew his inheritance, all right, and he was hungry, you know, and he was to the point where he was like, I eat what the pigs eat, you know. Reading on, "And no man gave unto him. And when he came to himself, he said, How many hired servants of my father's have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? And I will arise and go to my father, Slakia, I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. But the father said to his servants, Bring forth the best robe, and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. And bring hither the fatted calf, and kill it, and let us eat and be merry." So the father was having mercy upon his son. All right, it said he had compassion. All right, let's keep reading. It says, verse 24, "For this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found, and they began to be merry." Jumping down to the end of the chapter, verse 32, it says, "It was meet that we should make merry and be glad, for this thy brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found." Right. All right. Likewise, we're that son. All right. And Yahweh's that father. And through Yahweh Shai, we can get that compassion. But you have to come back in a meek and lowly spirit. Because when you're meek and you're lowly, for one, you understand your place. All right. And you're gonna follow orders, man. All right. Because if you're proudful, you're gonna have the do as thou wilt spirit. All right, so this is what Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is accepting. All right, the ones that are coming back lowly, you know. All right, but the ones that are seeking preeminence You know, they want to make themselves captives and rulers over the people. Well, they have the reward. All right, the ultimate reward is going to be going up into the chariot. You know, we're not worried about rank or nothing like that. We all just trying to get delivered. All right, and now the Lord has orders set up, all right, for the flow of things, all right, to be kept. All right, but we're not seeking to be over one another. You know, just had to say that. But this is the spirit that the Lord is accepting. Let's grab that. James chapter 4 and verse 6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. All right, so the Lord resists the ones with the prideful mindset. Like, where my robe, where my ring at? You know what I'm saying? Slay that calf, come on. Nah, man, the Lord isn't accepting those back. And you can see that spirit on people. You know, that's why you want to keep that meek, humble spirit, you know. Now, you ain't got to let people walk all over you at all. All right, but you have to be meek. You have to be lowly and understanding that we went off. All right, the Lord is perfect, but we're not. All right, and in saying that, we have to pick up our short ends, you know, and we have to be thankful for what the Lord has given us and what he's going to give us. All right, and be obedient unto his will. Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, right, fear the Lord, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Right, he's going to have that grace upon you, all right, because you're being humble. Now you're following directions. You're doing what you're supposed to do. All right, you understand that you're in the wrong or were in the wrong. All right, the Lord is going to deal with a person like that because that person, their mind can be cultivated. All right, they can be instructed. All right, they can be taught. They can learn. But the prideful people, the hard-headed people, stiff-necked, they're not going to learn anything new. They're going to want to do stuff their way. They want to find an excuse, all right, to continue doing their wickedness and do it their way and still enter into the kingdom. Which that's not how it's going to go. All right. To be the man on this side, all right, wickedly, all right, and to go into the kingdom, that's not so. Okay. That's not going to happen. You got to go through the straight gate, Yahushua. He said, I am the way. All right. But you see, the Lord is going to accept those people. Let's read it again. 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. All right, so that's what we should be focused on. If you want mercy, you want to be focused on fearing the Lord and humbling yourself. All right, because if you uplift yourself, you're going to ultimately be brought down. Okay. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both does one commit iniquity. Right, so the Lord does not like, all right, prideful people. All right, we read it in James where it says he resists them. Now imagine the Lord resisting you in a time of famine when you need food. That's not going to look good, you know. So you want the Lord to be on your side. All right, you want to be nigh unto him. Okay, which, matter of fact, having that humble spirit makes you nigh unto the Most High. All right, let's read that. Psalms chapter 34 and verse 18. The Lord Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Right. All right. If you're brokenhearted, you're contrite, you're humble, you're meek, you're low. Okay. You understand you're wrong. All right. That's what contrite mean. All right. So you understand your place. Okay. As the creation. All right. As the worm. Okay. And as Yahweh, Ba'ashim al-Shai. All right. As Yahweh, as the creator. All right. And that you went off from his instructions. And now through Yahweh Shai, all right, you can have a way, but that doesn't mean you make void of the law. That doesn't mean you go off. You still humble yourself, all right, and deny yourself, you know, because a lot of people teach that you still can dwell in your wicked desires that you once had in the world. No, man, you still have to put those things off. You still have to offend less, all right, and through the blood of Yahweh Shai, the Lord will have mercy upon you if you're sincere, all right, and the Lord knows who's sincere, okay. But the point is that Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, a contrite spirit, the humble, the low, the meek. That's going to get you even closer to the Most High. Because at that point now, you can examine yourself, all right, and you can make some changes, all right, in the fear of the Lord. All right, you can operate more according to the plan that Yahweh has for you, instead of you doing what you want with your life, your body, your choice. No, man. All right, the Lord created that body, and it's his choice. Salakia. All right, Salakia. But yeah, the Lord created our spirits, our bodies, and it's his choice, it's his will what's to be done with them. He's the potter and we're the clay. All right, we have no power over the potter, but the potter has power over the clay. All right, so you have to submit to his will. And when you're humble, you're meek, you're low, you're going to be more at a position to do that, you know, because if you're prideful and you puffed up, you're not going to be bending to anybody's will. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be just like Esau. You know, you're going to be doing as that will. All right, but last precept right here, Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, pride is hateful before, Slakia. Read that, I want to get, I think it's verse 13. Let me see. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from Yahweh, right? So pride removes you away from your creator. And his heart is turned away from his maker, right? Your mind, all right? For pride is the beginning of sin, right? And that sin separates you as an Israelite away from Yahweh. He's not going to be with you on your side, all right, if you're being wicked, all right? If you're not trying to fear him, okay? And he that hath it shall pour out abomination, right? Because you're going to be doing what you want to do, all right? And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly, right? So if the Lord, all right, is not nigh unto you, all right, because you have this prideful mindset and you're doing what you want to do, all right, then what? Then you're going to be overthrown, all right, because your way is not going to work, all right? You're going to need power from the Most High, all right, in the spirit to endure, all right, the things that are coming upon the earth, all right, to have a sound mind, all right? If you don't have the fear of the Lord, you're not going to get none of those special blessings, you know, that the elect are going to be getting in these last days to continue, all right, because we're going to have to hold on to our faith in crazy situations, all right, now and later, okay? But you see, it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, right? Because what you're doing is you're fulfilling the lust of your flesh, all right? Because the things that the Lord told us to do are spiritual, all right? There's physical aspects, but it is spiritual, okay? So by you doing what you want to do, you're doing carnal stuff, which is what? What's the carnal things in the world? The lust of the eyes, the pride of life, all right? You're going to be fulfilling the lust of your flesh, okay? And that's ultimately why Jake make excuses, all right? Why they want to keep on going in their way, because they're feeling pleasure from it, all right? But if you resist pleasures, I grab that and end it off. This is Sirach 19 and 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, right? You're going to be overthrown, all right, and forsaken. The Lord is going to take you down, man. And that takedown can be in a lot of different ways, man. It could be a car accident. It could be famine. It could be the sword. It could be pestilence. It could be teeth of wild beasts. It could be a heart attack. Who knows, man? All right. But, hey, you don't want to be overthrown. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. But he that resisteth pleasures. Now, why is it calling pleasures? Why is it calling it pleasures? Because to the body, it feels good. All right. Although it is wicked. All right, to go smoke that blunt or smoke that cigarette or something. That's wicked. All right, but people that had that demon on them, all right, it felt good. All right, so now you have to resist that pleasure or whatever it was. All right, eating pork, whatever. All right, now getting lineups, you know, stuff that we could put off here in this world. All right, you got to have to resist. All right, it says, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life, right? Because you're obeying the will of the Most High, and that's showing humility. That's showing meekness, all right? Because you're pitting off your way and what you want to do, all right? You're resisting pleasures, all right? And you're doing what the Most High wants you to do, all right? Which is power, all right? Because ultimately you're denying yourself. You're taking up your cross, all right? And continuing in this faith. all right, because it's not easy, all right, resisting those pleasures. Yeah, you're gonna have to literally deny yourself what you want to do in order to enact the will of the Most High, all right, day after day, all right, and you're gonna get stronger at it over time, all right. So you crown your life, okay, and that's the point, man. So, Lord's will, this was edifying. Keep a meek and lowly heart. That is what the Lord is accepting. That's the ones that He will bring back, okay. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Until next time, Kamar Shalom.